Hey guys, your local emergency manager here. I just wanted to talk to you about this amazing book called Bringing Columbia Home by Michael D. Leinbach and Jonathan H. Ward. I know I'm probably butchering that last name, but stick with me here. So, all spoilers aside, I thought this book was a fantastic emergency management based novel. It it details the Columbia Space Shuttle disaster. It really dives into the response, the recovery, and everything. It's just fantastic, beautifully written, and there's nothing about this book that I disliked. It even comes with little pictures for you guys that like pictures in your book. It's pretty interesting. I really enjoyed this novel. In case you guys don't know, the Columbia shuttle disaster occurred February 1st, 2003. It was a complete loss. The shuttle disintegrated during re-entry, and it killed all 7 of its crew, and it's a national tragedy. So there's not a lot I could spoil about this novel, since it is a nonfiction novel. The only thing I could really spoil is the structure of the book and a lot of the details. So the beginning of this novel briefly details the mitigation of the shuttles, everything that goes into the structure, and just keeps the crew safe inside. It doesn't really dive into the preparedness phase of emergency management until after the disaster happens, and it briefly talks about some of the plans that were put in place and those that are in charge. Once the incident has occurred, it really dives into the response phase, how they responded, how long it took them to respond, and then after that, it really deeply dives into the recovery phase, the recovery of the pieces of the shuttle, the recovery of the crew, and everything that happened after the disaster. One detail I learned in this novel: so NASA would bring along a religious person whenever they found the bodies of the crew, or I should probably say the pieces of the bodies of the crew. So whenever they found the bodies, they would bring a religious person with them, and they would do last rites kind of thing, bless the body, and it was really interesting. I know in class we learned about a little bit of this, but I had never really read anything that really detailed that situation occurring. But long story short, I highly recommend this novel. It's the best emergency management novel I've ever read, and I'm a huge James Lee Witt fan, and it was probably better than Stronger in Broken Places by James Lee Witt. It's absolutely fantastic. Bringing Columbia Home. I recommend that all emergency management students and officials read this novel, learn from it, learn all the mistakes, all the things that were done correctly. NASA learned a lot from this response and recovery, and it's just fantastic. So I recommend this to everyone. I know I have a little bit of a bias because I love space stuff, and I also love emergency management stuff, and putting these two things together I thought was amazing. So definitely read this novel, and thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a like down below and subscribe for all things emergency management. I appreciate you guys. Thanks.